When I am no longer, my spirit will walk along these paths of rustling leaves like a silent breeze through times forgot. I will splash along the water edge and feel the wet sand ooze between my toes. I will collect clams on a sunny day and listen to twigs break under my toes as I scurry up the lawn towards the smell of hamburgers on the grill.
Grindstone brings out the poet in Eric because the summer place in Grindstone has a special place in his heart.
Every summer, for as long as I can remember, I always welcomed our arrival. Like Dad and Mom, I was a happy resident of this home nestled by a forest and cradled by a lake. Entering our driveway through the tall verdant trees sets the mood to a nature lover like me. Our driveway, which is a third of a mile long, ends in a circular path. Now I can see the house and the familiar hammock. We're home, and the fun begins. To absorb it all, the lake, the breeze, and the trees, I would sleep outdoors. What a quiet bliss to wake up to the pink, placid, frigid fingers of dawn. Or wake up to the flapping of a heron's wings that comes to rest on the shore in front of you. Or to be greeted by a friendly squirrel coming down from the pine tree. As the day warms up, we gear up for water activities. Let's go for a little spin on the motorboat.
We comb the lake, seeing prime properties on left and right of the house. This is a big lake measuring 5 by 3 miles at its widest. And yet, we'd encounter only 1 or 2 boats at a time. And that makes this lake private.
It's swim time. I always have a vivid picture of my mom waiting for several minutes before swimming her daily mile. This is refreshing. Seeing the fun I'm having, Vilma joins in. We're off for another boat ride. From our dock, we turn right, heading towards the cut-through.
Entering the cut-through is like being in a different world. It's a marshy wonderland of reeds and of delicate lotuses and water lilies. We'd see a turtle among the flowers and a heron among the reeds.
Beyond this tunnel under the highway is Lac Couteret, which I want to show Vilma. But alas, the water is too shallow at the lake's entrance. Even my earnest tugging of the boat is futile. We turn around and go to a nearby restaurant. Valhalla, not the usual way, but by boat. The lake aglow with bright afternoon sun makes my feet ache to ski.
So, with Dad on the wheel and me on the watch and the camera on my neck, away we go. There's Eric riding on one ski. And skiing hands off. And what does this look like? Eric barefoot skiing.
At the end of the day, the lake beckons to me once more. This time I take a quiet boat for a meditative sunset row.
Only when the lake turns dark do we move indoors.
Let's see what Dad's cooking for dinner. Scampi over pasta with fresh green salad and Dad's vinaigrette dressing. Sounds delicious and healthy. Afterwards, in the dining room, we'd play gin rummy. In the living room, we'd watch countless videos of movies as the TV reception is not good. This is Mom and Dad's bedroom with a gorgeous picture window overlooking the lake. This is my bedroom with a deck overlooking the front yard. I cherish the feeling of waking up in the middle of a forest as the towering maples and birches greet my eyes. Their freshness soothes my soul. Often I'd go into these woods as an ever-curious child. I'd see a spider with spindly legs like this one, or see some delicate flowers looking pale under a leafy canopy. But the mushrooms thrive beautifully in the dim forests. Sometimes I'd encounter a fawn drinking at the driveway clearing. The backyard deck is where we live half of the time. I'd read or talk to Mom while on the back porch, or help Dad put out the docks to start the summer. That is, if he's not in his study writing a book. Or I'd just sit in glorious company of the whispering Northwood pines. Sometimes I'd help my dad rake leaves, or even cut this massive tree. But I'd rather be exercising in the hammock. Mom and Dad, who are both professors of English literature and comparative literature respectively, had the whole summer off. This is my summer home since I was 3. Worried as to what toys to buy, but we kids would find amusement in nature. I'd build an island on the sand, dig up a little lake, and fill it with water and some minnows. This is one of my favorite spots. Up in that tree, we had a tree house. From the other tree was suspended a tire swing that gave me hours of entertainment. These are the backyard steps where I would scurry towards the smell of Dad's barbecue on the grill.
These flowers in the backyard are called devil's paintbrush. They're among the woodland flowers in Wisconsin. And here's a meadow of Wisconsin's summer flowers.
Mom and Dad bought these 2 houses. My best friend and I would enjoy living in our own house next door to my parents. We'd extend our playground to the garbage dump, where we'd collect bottles, line them up, and shoot them. Oh, what fun! I also enjoyed Johnson Lake, where my dad and I would go fishing at dawn. We'd troll with suckers to catch northern pike.
Not only around the house, but also around the block is a nature photographer's paradise. And not only on land, but also in the water.
On a nearby bog are aquatic plants on which to practice the photography skills that Vilma taught me. Every leaf and tree arrange themselves in an artistic array. This is pleasing to my photographic eye. This is Milwaukee Inn. This is Tony Wise's house, the developer who put Hayward on the map. This is Log Cabin Store, where Karen and I used to get penny candy. This is the bakery where Dad used to buy potato bread. This is Muscle Lake Store. Karen, my brother, and I used to walk here to get blue popsicles. This is the Chicago Inn, the one local hotel. This is the Mennonite Church. The Mennonites are an austere cult, like the Amish. This is Muller's house, a local builder. This is the Milwaukee Inn, a local cocktail lounge. This is the Trading Post, where you can buy all sorts of antiques. This beautiful stone house was deserted, so Karen and I could not resist breaking in from the roof in childish amusement. This is the nursing home, where local seniors would rock their chairs while watching and waving to passers-by. This is Hanson's Resort from the road. We'd fish for bass off the sandbar by Hanson's using minnows as bait. This is Valhalla from the lake, where we used to go at night to play pinball.
This is Hanson's from the lake as you look to the right from our backyard. From this very spot, I see nature's interplay of colors, from sunny yellow to twilight purple. Or see a change of mood from a soothing calm to a tumultuous gloom.
Rain or shine, I love the mood of Grindstone. Here I enjoy swimming as much as Vilma enjoys photographing me swimming in the rain.
Grindstone is near the thriving metropolis of Hayward. Here's a shot of Main Street. Though desolate in winter, in the summer, these souvenir shops flourish from tourists visiting from Chicago, Milwaukee, and Minneapolis. They come for the log rolling contest and the Muscadet parade.
This is Walker Hotel from the 1800s with wooden sidewalks. This is Tremblay's, where Karen used to work, and I used to get licorice ice cream cones and saltwater taffy. Duffy's were our friends. He's a lawyer who had a summer home on Lake Grindstone.
This is the Carnegie Library, quaint but a reasonable size for a small town.
This is Vilma and I go-karting like little kids. I can't help but be a kid again each time I visit my childhood retreat.
And what are the good places to eat? Go to Wanigan's for breakfast. Enjoy a delicious apple pancake with a river view. From here, tourists can see the world-known log rolling contest and lumberjack championship, which Tony Wise introduced. Lunch, bring your big appetite to Cook Shanty. The waiter starts you with a giant lumberjack donut with coffee and milk, then some baked beans, coleslaw, all the roast chicken, and all the prime rib of beef you can eat. It's a meal fit for people like these two lumberjacks. I ate too much potato bread that I didn't have room for the apple pie.
If you want dinner with a fancy ambiance, go to Turk's Inn. I have fond memories of this place where I worked as a dishwasher, later a busboy, and Karen was a bartender. Through the patio is a path that leads to the servant's cottage where I would sleep. During the day, I'd love to walk around the scenic property. George, the owner, was a very nice and cordial man and had a lot of friends. His daughter Marge took over the business. She gives me the choicest porterhouse steak whenever I visit. It amazes me how they cook this thick piece of meat evenly pink. It's the tenderest porterhouse steak I've ever had. This is Mom, George's wife. She told me her secret. To tenderize the meat, they age it in a cooler in the room below. She still cooks in this kitchen where I used to work. Among their specialties are shish kebab, baklava, and burek, a Turkish appetizer.
George gave his restaurant a classy Turkish ambiance. This is the regal entrance to the Sultan Room. The bar overflows with souvenirs from Turkey and from all over the world. There's not a bare wall. Those hand-painted plates found their niche on the window ledge.
Even with all the beautiful, bounteous nature around, what makes this place special is the family and the 30-some years we've frolicked the summers away. This year we came together as a family. There was Mom and Dad to greet us when I arrived with Vilma. The four of us set out for an aquatic picnic to Lac Couteret. Lac Couteret is a French word meaning lake with short ears, owing to its shape. After cruising for a couple hours, we ate our picnic lunch. Then we laid down lazily to savor the peace and beauty of the lake. Later, we're out on the boat again for a sunset row.
At sunset, if we're not cruising, we are walking. The country roads are very clean, quiet, and pleasant.
Joining our family reunion is my older brother Mark, who drove 9 hours from Chicago, stopping at our favorite cafe in Ladysmith. And guess what day it is? It's his birthday. We dined in a gorgeous natural setting called the Wasiolek Riviera. Dad cooked a special dinner of T-bone steak. Mom prepared a festive welcome. Vilma whipped up one of her creations, a pudding-filled marble cake for Mark.
That evening, we went to Valhalla to watch the 4th of July fireworks. What a serene sight of the boats lit up in the water against the darkening sky. Then the noise and clamor began.
The next day we saw a gloomy lake. This was accompanied by choppy, angry waves. This is one of the many moods of Grindstone. To celebrate the 4th of July, we revisited Turk's Inn, this time with Mark. Marge, the owner's daughter, was happy to see us, and she treated us to free drinks of a brandy Alexander and a grasshopper.
We went to the park to see more fireworks. We never got enough, so we went home and fired our own fireworks on our dock.
Another homecoming. Here's my sister Karen. On this shore, I'd run barefoot, trailing along my big sister. But who's bigger now? With Karen, that makes our family reunion at Grindstone complete on our last summer here.
And here's the Wasiolek family taking one last look at Grindstone. watching the sunset ember the sky.
I will watch the soft glow of sunset ember the sky above the silhouette of the islands, and listen to the buzz of crickets as trees turn to shadows in the evening breeze, and listen to ravens caw in the morning sun. I will never leave you, Grindstone. My spirit will moan with the wind and rush through the trees, and my spirit will lie forever timeless in the calm of a summer afternoon.